Kazuma Pugogi. I'm going to read what everyone's saying because I'm voicing everyone. Wait. Isn't it charging?
It is not, actually.
That is the prosecution's unwavering position. But what? But Toshikoku has already confessed. Nevertheless, Baroque von Zeeks has committed crimes for which he must be punished. Well, it would appear you have information that the court needs to hear, Prosecutor Asiri. Certainly, the murder of Inspector Gregson was actually carried out by Seishiro Jigoku. But it's clear from the witness's testimony that he was coerced into complying with the plot, into this sick, merciless, incessant exchange. That may be true, but so what I want to know is who coerced Jigoku, who was pulling the strings? The victim went to France having been ordered on a mission for the Reaper, only to be murdered. In other words, the mastermind behind the assassin exchange is someone in a position to give such an order. As we've already established, the Reaper himself. Well, certainly, that will appear to follow. The prosecution hereby formally accuses the man in the dog, the Baroque von Zeeks, of being the Reaper of the Bailey, and furthermore, I'm going to prove his guilt, beyond all reasonable doubt. What? Order! The Reaper of the Bailey is a long-standing mystery, Counsel. Are you suggesting there's some new information which will build a case? Scotland Yard has already investigated Lord von Zeeks very thoroughly in that regard, and they found no evidence whatsoever to substantiate the claim that he is the Reaper. Perhaps the circumstances have now changed. What do you mean? It's already been established that the assassin exchange was negotiated with Jigoku by the Reaper himself, which means we now have a new line of questioning, to identify definitively the man's activity. That is the prosecution's intention here. I must say I'm surprised by quite how tenaciously you appear to want to besmirch my name. You are guilty of an unforgivable crime, Lord Van Zeeks, and I will bring you to justice for it, whatever it takes. That explains Kazuma's silence before. He will stop at nothing to finish what Lord Van Zeeks unwittingly started 10 years ago. Very well. Well, it's extremely irregular. I will, on this occasion, grant the prosecution further opportunity for witness testimony. The defendant will disclose any and all involvement he has with the Reaper and the assassin exchange. Who wrote this?
Maya!
I thank you, my lord, for guiding the court so wisely. I hereby declare this court to be in session for a supplementary hearing. Can he do this? Is this allowed? Is this allowed? He's not guilty. Why are we prosecuting him for the Reaper now? Oh my god! Pray turn a blind eye to this courtesy as I verify this vile, unremitting accusation. Hasn't soured the contents of my hallowed chalice. Lord Van Zeeks! I first had to suffer the pseudonym of the Reaper 10 years ago now, and ever since that time I've endured the weight of the implied guilt that's gone with it. So I welcome the chance to testify now and crush those allegations once and for all. Good. Then I let justice decide, Lord Van Zeeks. The prosecution seeks to begin building its case by calling the accused to stand as the primary witness in order to in order that he may answer the accusation brought by the prosecution that he is the reaper of the Bailey. And what says the defense? Putting the defendant in the weak side can be extremely dangerous. And Kazuma-sama is so emotional. He's not thinking logically.
Lick the cheese first.
You're right, that he's not himself. But I knew it would be like this. And I came here today determined to face him through whatever might arise. As a lawyer and as his friend. That's what we must do. The defense has no objection, my lord. Very well. Defendant, you will take to the witness stand.
Hey, I'm in the camera. You
And give
outside.
formal
You
subject
outside.
against the involvement with the Reaper and your assassin exchange.
I know you've been living with it, and you know I stole your mom's necklace. But can you please put a pin in our dialogue? I need to know why my mom loses her shit whenever anything about your mom comes out.
Yeah, I do too. Okay, the very first day I introduced myself to her mom, she acted like she barely knew me.
As you wish, my lord.
On her album, there are so many photos of them together.
And you know they were roommates?
They were. Yes. Did you say something weird happened between them?
No, just that they weren't close.
I've never taken the life of another, nor have I instructed another to kill. I've been investigating the truth behind the Reaper for years, and I was aware of Greggson's involvement. That's the reason I went to Fresno Street that day and how I came to discover the body. The point is, no common thread exists between myself, Gregson, and Dr. Wilson. Clearly, therefore, there's no reason to suspect me of being behind the assassin exchange.
Or maybe my mom got rid of it.
So you deny all accusations by the prosecution,
That my necklace was
both that you are the Reaper of the Bailey and that you masterminded the assassin exchange. I acknowledge that the public at large believe me to be the Reaper. However, that's a fallacy, which I alone am in a position to forswear. Naturally, the prosecution believes the testimony just given by the accused to be untrue. Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
I proposed,
Yes?
but this seems fun.
Let me ask you, just why are you here? What really brings you to this courtroom?
They did go to kiss at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
Makes sense.
A desire to uncover the truth,
We ended up choosing each
even if the truth proves a client to be guilty.
Only assuming he chose E. Maybe he chose my mom.
From all my experiences in this courtroom, I've come to realize something. The truth can't be hidden. Sooner or later, it will come out.
And I know she's stuck in a board meeting right now. And the sooner I find
So it's always my intention to work with my client in the pursuit of the truth.
me or what?
I'm with you.
I want you to remember what you just said. Enough dilatory chatter. Counsel for the defense proceed to cross-examine the witness. Ah, yes, my lord. I know exactly what you're thinking, Kazuma. I know you're just waiting to point it out. The contradiction you're convinced lies somewhere within this man's testimony.
Oh my god, here's my file.
Oh yes, me and my boy best friend.
Look,
Yeah, so I hope
I have an idea.
I get to work part time do this website.
He's coming.
Assume your positions.
Honestly, I don't know.
You kept everything under control.
It was my pleasure.
I don't know why Dr. Wilson was killed
One
for.
time. Write down your orders, get them back to me as quickly as possible. Feel free to stretch your legs.
You know, sometimes when you do like these sort of statements, there's just one that just really jumps out at you that's like begging for a piece of evidence. I'm gonna load because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it wrong. What is the common thread? Is it this? No.
그게 모두 네 얘기 아니야, 혜마. 스틴 자기 엄마에 대해 알고 싶어서 그런 거지. 너 스토킹만 하러 온 거 아니거든. 담배 싶어져야니까. 그래.
Okay, I got it wrong. I don't care.
말로 좀
You know what? I'm just gonna try every single piece of evidence. I'm serious. I know something's wrong with this, but I don't know what.
지금 그냥 살고 있거든. 누구 걱정해? 나도 내 파트를 망신에 대해서 그렇게 하고 싶진 않다.
I got you an order.
What? 너 있다고? 맥락 시간이?
The bulgogi gimbap. Extra crunchy.
You just kicked me with your dirty feet.
Roll call.
Sorry.
Before lunch.
As extra.
What is the link between Gregson and Dr. Wilson? And him? What is the link? I don't know, man.
No, you cannot have your phone back. I don't need a phone.
I know it's just that statement, but I don't know why. I know you guys are probably linked somehow. That's probably the glaring contradiction. Like you said it so plainly. There's no link between us. My lord, there is a link. You bastard. Somehow, I think there is.
Benjamin Foster translation. I lie. Sorry.
Clint? Clint Van Zeeks? Wait, let me try this.
I have a wonderful picture depicting the original ancient uniform habits.
I knew it! What is this? An autopsy report? Wait, this is 10 years old. An autopsy of Clint Van Zeeks. What? My brother's autopsy report?
Miss Miller, your job.
I'm pleased to see. The defense doesn't intend to run from the undeniable truth. Ah, because Wilson was the one who conducted the autopsy. Gregson was the one who insisted on it, and well, that's his brother. They all go back to 10 years ago. It's just like Genshin and Kaguya. It all happened 500 years ago. What reason do you have to be presenting a 10-year-old autopsy report here, Council? The autopsy report for the professor's final victim, is an indelible link between Inspector Gregson, Dr. Wilson, and the defendant. Not that accursed name again, the professor. I personally researched all the court records relating to that case. I know that at the time, autopsy was considered sacrilege for the victim's souls, and for a member of the aristocracy like Lord Clint Van Zeeks, it was unthinkable. But someone implored the powers that be to allow the autopsy to go ahead. Inspector Gregson, he declared that he was certain he would obtain conclusive proof from the procedure. And it was Dr. Wilson who conducted the autopsy. His signature is clearly visible on the document, as promised by Gregson. The autopsy did produce evidence. Evidence that conclusively proved Genshin Isugi was guilty of the murders. In my brother's dying moments, he mustered all his remaining strength to leave that vital clue behind. Indeed,
Ew, why's your feet right next
that
to my
was the
face?
key to indicting the professor for his crimes, and the conclusive evidence that convinced it enabled Lord Van Zeek to avenge his brother's death. It was a marvelous victory in court. Okay, my voice is running dry.